I'm cleaning up stuff, and um, I've got a little issue here, obviously, as you can clearly see. You know, it's fair to say that these boots had been used, and you know, I mean, I like to fix things, and apart from this, it's just you know, it's not that straightforward to get new boots all the time. So let me just make a little experiment here, and then I will be able to update you and tell you if I succeeded or not. Double bubble here, resin epoxy, and that's a very cheap one. I think it was from Lidl or Lidl from or Aldi. I think it's Lidl, and I've got this idea to put let me mix that up before it starts getting funny. Yeah, it's always have to make sure that they're the two components. Mix them up nicely. Don't spread it too far. And I believe that if I do it smart enough, then I could put that stuff in, and this will hold for a long time. But of course, there's lot of pressure on those butts, so I'm not sure if that double-sided Kleber is, like that, this glue is gonna be good enough. But I certainly give it a go. So put in plenty in this hole, and then plenty around as well, and just let's see and hope for the best. Now I would need a lot of glue here, but this was a cheap thing, so you can get it in the one-pound shop as well. Again, this is an experimental video. I don't know if it's working, but I figured it out, and theoretically it really should do the job. Right now, pretty cool. These are found on the street a while back, and if you use then a better quality of this epoxy, I think this just might works. Well, let me do another one. We're gonna try on one shoe. Let the boy play. Let him score some goals, and if the two are holding, then I'm gonna do every single one of them. His first football shoe. What's this? This was sponsored by a guy from Scotland, so it was I wouldn't want to say a friend, but a very nice person. We had a lot of chats on YouTube. I haven't heard from him for a while, but he sponsored this shoe. Now, obviously, this is too small now for him. The little boy is playing with this, and this is still a fantastic shoe. The only letdown of this shoe is that obviously you have that thing going on, and every time they kick the ball around, it's getting off. So it's very annoying in the game. Then you have to call the coach and so on and so forth. So it's not ideal. But I bought it on £15 on eBay, and it was sponsored by this gentleman from Scotland. Very, very nice guy. And he said he just sent me 15 quid because he liked one of my videos, and I said, look, I'm gonna use your £15 to buy my boy a shoe, and I did. As simple as that. Very, very simple, very straightforward, and it was very, very kind. Now we do this. If you take the second one, is it the same? Yeah, it's the same. So put it in there. Again, experimental stuff. Only God knows if it's gonna work. I will be honest. I don't think it will, because I think there's too much stress on those things, and they're gonna just break off. But if you don't try, you don't know, and you have to give this glue a chance. this is not, unfortunately not good enough. I have to take it out because that hole was huge from the other one. Let me put some more stuff in there. I don't think that's gonna hold, but sometimes you just have to try. Thinking is a wonderful thing, but this is not a mathematics exercise, right? This is just trial and error, right? So let's see. I mean, this is of course pretty cool, and that would make the shoe last forever, and then I could use every single little hole and just put another one in. But for now, I'm done. I don't wanna do more, because if that glue doesn't hold properly, then I don't want to waste my time. I then need to come up with another solution, and for right now I don't have another. I mean, I have some ideas to do it with super glue and charcoal, or super glue and big bicarbonated soda, but again, this is yeah, it's a bit of a trial and error, I guess. So anyway, I hope you learned something, and you will be able to do it as well. I certainly will update you. You know what? Since we're here, let me do another two. Why not? Use a little bit more of that glue, and let's do another two. So then at least we know one shoe is definitely sorted. This mix needs to be done 1-to-1. So 1-to-1 epoxy, and obviously then 1-to-1 the hardener. Never easy to get that right. Never easy to get that right, and if the mix is not right, you're gonna have a problem. But you live and learn, don't you? Yes. Now this is certainly a bit more. Now what I'm gonna do, which I wasn't happy with this one, I'm gonna take it off and feel it much more, because I wasn't happy with that in the original setup. Yeah, I mixed it all together. But of course, there are big differences between these epoxy glues as well. Some of them are really good quality. I don't think that little one is a good quality. I mean, it did some work. I used them on a few things. You see, this is much better. Just feel that hole. Make sure you poke in as much as you can. Feel that hole completely up. And that now is definitely, that looks much better. And I'll just insert that in and don't touch it. Let it cure. Yeah, let it cure. That's it. Now I pushed it out all over the place. It doesn't really matter, because this is not, there's no cosmetics here. This is for real. Nobody cares about cosmetics on that one. Yeah, that looks to me much better. A bit more here, and this stuff, when that really cures, it's quite hard. But then again, I'm quite aware that there is quite a big stress on those studs. Big stress on those studs. So will that be good enough? Only God knows at the moment, and I'm not sure they want to tell us. I have to use the third person, because otherwise I'm getting into trouble, because they say God could be like a female or whatever, you know, or could be, you know, I don't want to use any, but I just want to be a respectful person, and on YouTube you must be politically correct, because last time on YouTube I said share my video, and YouTube blocked my video for breaking the guidelines, and then I appealed, and it didn't go nowhere. They refused my appeal. They sent a message that the video, it was a 1-minute short, that at 58 seconds, the video at 58 seconds is it's breaking the guidelines, the community guidelines. And I thought, okay, I might, you know, a bad word maybe slipped out of my mouth, which can happen, of course. I'm only human after all. Hopefully I'm not gonna get a thing on this one, a strike, because I used a line from a song. You know, I mean, this getting a bit out of control, but this is the world we live in. I'm Generation X, so you know, I have a few muscles to flex, but then again, I need to be careful. Okay, now that will definitely do. That will do, and if that holds, then I achieved something. Obviously, in the eye of my boy, I'm gonna be a superhero, and maybe just for a day, but sometimes that's enough. So you know, it's coming along quite nice. It's coming along quite nice, and a couple here, and then one here. I'm not sure I will be able to do anything in the front here, because this is, I waited too long. I should have start fixing it a while back, but the boy said, and I kind of ignored him. But today, because I ignored him because I didn't have those stats. I know I have them somewhere, but I didn't know where. So now I found them while I'm cleaning up the place. So I thought, okay, let me do a favor. All right then. Don't get doggies for tuning my channel. Like, share, comment, and of course, au revoir. Woohoo!